Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. I was just recording on my iPad and then the cloud came in and said I need to upgrade my storage. I just lost everything, so I had to re-record this. So here we go. But this is our November 4th, 2017 video for the full moon in Taurus. Okay, and it is at 11 degrees. Now Taurus is the opposite sign of Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio. So this is that polarity we have where Scorpio is in the ego state here and Taurus is in the receptive emotional state. And you know, when they're at odds with each other, when we have the full moon, they're in opposition. And so could be a pull and push that you're going through. But remember to look at this as a harvesting time every time you have a full moon. And what happened from the last full moon in 2016 to now in Taurus. And be grateful for what you've accomplished. Be thankful for the people who helped you in any way. Even if they didn't seemingly help you in a way, but you grew from a situation with this person. Okay, be thankful. And you're going to start planting the new seeds. And Taurus is about the earthly plane, third dimensional things. It's the second house, so it is your self-value, self-esteem. It is the physical third dimensional things that you could possess and collect. You know, what can I have? What are you going to give me? And Scorpio is what can we share? What can we create? What can I do for you? So this is that polarity going on. But I did use my Gilded Tarot deck, and I did the Nature's Whispers Oracle card. I'm doing it differently this month. And after I spread out the Oracle cards to pick one, I did, and there was one left on the table. So I said, okay, Spirit, that's for me. And then after I put the cards back together, there was one I had left on the side. And they said, yes, put this too. So here we go again. And I hope that I could get this done for you, because I do like to do these quickly for you so that you can get in and out and get on with your life. And I do get a lot of things coming in like simultaneously, because I'm kind of all over the place, high energy, and my guides are like that. So my mouth doesn't work as fast as my brain is getting this information. So I'm getting like two things sometimes. So please understand that's why I sometimes speak very quickly. And we're going to start off right now with the reading for November 4th. Full moon in Taurus, 11 degrees. We have the number 11 right here, and it's a major arcana. Now this card of justice does represent Libra, which is just past. Now, this could represent for many of you a blind choice that is a karmic decision that you need to make. They're saying that you need to do this with a logical, intellectual mind and keep your emotions out of check, because you want to regain a balance here, whether it's you or relationship, whatever's going on in your life. You've taken the steps necessary to get here, karma. Okay, you've walked this path. That's why you're here. And you can or can't agree that this is your responsibility. It's up to you. But knowing that everything you say, do, and think brings you to where you are now is going to affect you in the future of what you say, feel, and think, because you're living presently what you did in the past and attracted to you in your life with this person, situation, or thing. Now, if this is a legal matter, justice has been served. Whether you like it or not, justice was done. And hopefully you got what you wanted, and if not, you got what you needed. And even if you say, well, I didn't get anything, they got it all. Well, maybe there was a lesson to be learned here for you. Something you could review back and say, where did I not weigh the situation or make clear choices? Where was my ego involved? Where was my emotion involved? And I didn't use a clear head in the situation. Because this is Libra, it is about balance, it's an air sign, it is very much the mental realm. And Librans seek harmonic balance in all things, but they can vacillate at times, even though they're a cardinal sign. They, you know, are trying to weigh it both times, and you wish they would just make a choice already. So maybe something went back and forth here. You needed an arbitrator or a mediator, either in a legal system with a judge and jury, or just with a mediator, arbitrator, or someone in your life acted as that in helping you with the situation or resolving it. Like I said, the results might not have been exactly what you wanted, but with justice, it is saying it's going to restore the balance in you, and it is what you needed to have at this time. And Venus does rule this card. As Venus rules Libra, Venus also rules Taurus. So this also blends in very nicely as far as I'm concerned. And the 11th, it is at 11 degrees. It is a master number. So something that you mastered in this situation, in whatever this is in your life, okay? And it is something that came to a halt. It's culminated. It's finished with the Four of Pentacles. We know it's about, see, some of you got a lot, or at least enough. You know, you could look at this, oh my God, his arms are full, he can't even carry everything. Or some of you could say, well, that's all he got. You know, it's your perspective. Again, it's the way you're thinking about this. We do have a full moon. The 4 is saying it's done, it's completed. You have been blessed. See these pillars around you for strength and stability, and someone or something in spirit. You know, we're just coming off of the thin veils around the 31st, 1st, 2nd of the month. Then we have this full moon on top of it. This is a highly ethereal energy. Hopefully you're going to get some downloads. Hopefully you're going to open up your mind. And hopefully you're going to receive the message, guidance, and peace that you need at this time, especially off of this full moon and off of this energy of the thinning of the veils, where you can communicate with the other side. You can open up and let in the messages. And then with the 4 of Pentacles, let me see if I've got like a, okay, that's Sun in Capricorn. So we know the Sun is ego. Capricorn is like that Saturnian energy. Did I read that right? Yeah. So that could very well be about something that your ego grew from and you learned from. You learned a lesson. Okay, this is something that you're going to take with you. And Saturn is about the maturation of things in our life. Saturn will be entering Capricorn at the end of the year for 2.5 years. Right now it's at the end of Sag. Excuse me. And we did have it at the galactic center. So that's very much otherworldly energy that we're getting coming in. So if you're in your Saturn return right now, okay, it's coming to an end. Hopefully you've grown. Hopefully you've taken a lot of knowledge with you, because it's not always about money for me, the Pentacles. Hopefully you've taken a lot of knowledge and learned a lot, been a good student from this experience or this year that's passed. And Jupiter just left Libra, which was expansion and growth, and is now in Scorpio, which is the polarity of Taurus. So a lot of this is all tying in for you. It's a very transformational year for most of us, but it's going to depend on where 11 degrees of Taurus falls in your chart, what house it is. That's how this full moon will affect you. Either way, though, there's a clearing of the air. Justice was swift. It was served. It was balanced. Whether it's not what you wanted, it's what you needed. This is a victory. Okay, the aces are always about an intervention. God intercedes. Spirit, the universe, brings and restores what was needed. Now, in other decks, this is up, the sword, but this is down. So I'm going to say it's done. It's over. Again, there's still clouds behind there, but the sword is clear in the forefront. So it's like broken through the clouds, whatever was going on here. You may not see it yet, though, they're saying. Some of you don't see it. It's still like not what you wanted, and you're not seeing the big picture, or you're not seeing clearly. Okay, but you will. You will, because the sword is always just. It is about the mental realm. It is about clarity and logic. And it could be that you left too much emotion involved with this. But the ace is so much potential. And if you could realize the potential from this situation of growth, you'll see the victory. Because here we have this blessing with the 6 of Pentacles, more pentacles in the time of Taurus. 6 is the number of Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. This is Libra. We are in a full moon of Taurus. You know, the full moon's on this card. Let's accept this blessing, whether we see it or not. It may be an aha moment that you have down the road. With that 6 is nurturance, love, protection. You know, the way the 6 is shaped, the womb. Okay? Someone's offering you a blessing, giving you a blessing. The scales have tipped in your favor instead of being balanced, okay? They have tipped in your favor, and some blessings coming to you. Could be something like someone in the neighborhood's getting rid of stuff, and you need it, and they offer it to you. Someone gives you a used car. Hey, you could stay at my house for a vacation, or you got an inheritance or a bonus, a commission. Your health improved. Something happened, you know, a new modality of wellness, help you to heal. Someone helped you restore balance in your life by giving of themselves, not even about money. And that's what this card is about too. Whenever a blessing comes, you always offer thanks. Even if you can't give back to someone else equally, you can always give of yourself what you can. And that it still seems like a blessing or sacrifice to the person. I'll watch your children, I'll drive you here, I'll give you gas money, or you have too much of something, you share it with someone else. Instead of throwing it away, you give it to someone. Instead of selling it on Craigslist, you put free and let somebody who really needs it get it. You see, this is how the scales tip, and always seek balance. But when it becomes too much on one side, it always chaos restores the balance, or healing restores the balance from chaos. So something here is in your favor, but always remember to give thanks. Even if you don't have anything to give, thanks. Appreciation and gratitude, that attitude of gratitude, will always be a blessing to the universe, and it will reverberate back to you. So like I said, I pulled these oracle cards, and this is the one I pulled, and then this one was left on the table, and this one I didn't even see was underneath my altar cloth. So shifting your energy we got a couple of weeks ago. So this is still lingering here. With the number 19, we have 1 is beginning, 9 is ending. 1 and 9 is 10. That's a 1 exponentially greater. So we are starting something. It is our 1 universal year. We're still in a 10 month with October just passing, and we're going into an 11 month. Oh, this is for 11 month with November 4th. So we have again that 11 energy that correlates with this card, with this Tauran full moon. So look like you're above the earth. You have clarity and a new perspective. Earthly plane, very Tauran. But you're above all this, looking down. And there's a lot of bounty and beauty and growth here as you're looking down. And let me see. It looks like they're breathing life too, and like a healing over the earth. So this is energy that's being given to something else. And it's saying maybe for you to shift your energy, looking at this from a new perspective. Maybe you've been stubborn about something. That's very Tauran, very bullheaded, And you need to look at it from a new perspective. Rise above the earthly plane. Look down on the situation from a higher situation. Let's look at it from more of that Scorpion sun energy, okay, that we're experiencing right now. How can I help you? How can I create with you? How can I share with you? What can I do for you? Instead of so much of the Tauran energy of accumulation and possessions, possessing things. Maybe you need to shift your energy to be more like that right now of the Scorpion sun energy of sharing. That's an alchemical process. And the shifting of energy is what alchemy is. Shifting the energy from one thing to another. And going from a raw state to a pure state. Like they used to say, lead into gold. You can transmute the energies of yourself. And that's very Scorpion energy. That is about life, death, rebirth. Rising above the stinging scorpion, soaring to the eagle, and then transmuting the energy. Burning and purging off the old. And shifting into the phoenix. Okay, then we have acceptance of love. I like this because this is a balance. For me, this is very Scorpion. And here we have very Tauran Venusian energy with love. And it is so earthy. We love the beautiful tree that's been here forever and ever. And we have the beautiful greenery. Very earthy energy. Beautiful light. And look, we have the beautiful figures of the man and the woman here. As she rises up from the earth, like Gaia, clinging to this man, okay? And they're showing love expressed and given. Given and received, not I gave and you took. See, that's very much Scorpio Taurus. We don't want to just always give and someone takes. We want that interrelationship. No codependency. You being independent, but then interdependent. I gave, they gave. I received, they receive. It's a giving and receiving. Accepting love. And look, 3 and 8 is 11. And that is our 11th degree in Taurus. That is the number of justice, which is Libra. Libra and Taurus are both ruled by Venus. Venus is the goddess of love. So much of this is talking about accepting love. You've got to start with yourself though, okay? You still really need to create a loving grounding balance for yourself. Create in the 3 and 8 stabilize the way you love yourself. Remember, all that you feel about yourself, the energy goes out to the universe. And other people pick up on that energy. Are you a victim? Are you a martyr? Are you a bully? Are you loving? What are you sending out into the ethos that's reverberating back to you the very same thing and more of. So if you say, if I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, well, the universe is going to say, okay, then you are, and I'm going to give you more of that. If you say, I love you just the way you are, I love myself, I love my body, I'm doing my best, I am always doing my best. Whatever positive way you could see yourself, the energy will shift after it goes to the universe and come back to you. And you're going to see that you realign and recalibrate, and you're going to attract people to you that are on a higher vibration. And you always want to raise your vibration and become your highest self. You know, as the tree sets roots and grounds itself and stabilizes itself and offers life, okay, it becomes one with the earth, but it rises above the earthly plane, and yet it looks down, has a different perspective. That's what we want for you and me, for all of us, okay? So these tie in very beautifully. And then the card that was hidden on the side, so it's like a little secret here. I like that because they're giving you, an ideal course of action. 37 is 10. Again, we have this beginning energy, all right? And we ended a 10 month. We're into 11 months, so it does tie in again with these numbers. I love the way she's dressed here. And she's got like a giant salamander, or that, what do they call those dragon reptiles? That's transformational energy because they're like chameleons. They blend in with everything. They're like a mutable energy. They're very adaptable. And that is transformational energy, like Scorpio. And the sun is in Scorpio and giving life to everything, because Scorpio does rule that regenerative process of our second chakra, and to bring life, to create things. So she's created this beautiful, beautiful earthly and watery realm, like Taurus and Scorpio, and so much life. I love the dandelions. You know, you could send out wishes to the universe. And the way she's looking at, too, it almost looks like she's breathing out life, just like this card here. She's breathing out life. Oh, hello. We've got Ash visiting us. Hi, Ash. Okay, sweetheart. Yes, good boy. So let's see what this card is, 37. So we're creating something with the 3, and 7 is something that we're in grounding stability with. Very spiritual number, too, just like number 7 is a spiritual number, just like Scorpio is one of the mystic houses. It's a very spiritual house, too. But let's see what the book has to offer on this one, because I'm looking at it. There's so much going on there. It's easy to be overwhelmed. Oh, I was just saying, there's so much going on here. It's easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Okay, so we're ending something with the full moon, and we're starting new things. Simplify your plans. Clearly envisage what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure you can stay on the path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you. Determine what you desire next, and do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase that is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. And I was just saying about realigning. I'm sorry, here comes Ash again. But this is about realigning and looking at, there's a lot of busyness going on here. I understand it. So maybe they're saying it's being overwhelmed. So we want to keep our focus. We want to see she's got her eye on the castle, her eye on the prize. She's focused here. It looks like she's emerging from the watery depths, very scorpionic energy, and coming to this land. And there's a mass of people there, looking like they're looking at her or welcoming her. So this again is like this Gaian energy, this goddess energy, Venusian energy of Taurus and Libra, that she's emerging like Aphrodite almost, from the sea and bringing all this life with her, and breathing life into this situation. It's like she's breathing this light too. So look at it that way. That's a good course of action. Shifting your energy, accepting self-love, very Tauran energy, Venusian energy, Libran energy, bringing balance. It's a good course of action for us. So you could start with that too with this beautiful full moon in Taurus. Well, thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, on the full moon, when you give thanks, it is Tauran, it's earth energy, so you might want to be outside, walk in the grass, the woods, your feet in the sand or the dirt. If you can't do that, maybe you have some rocks or crystals you could keep around you. Whatever would embody earth to you, and just say thank you to yourself and to the universe, to God, source, whatever it is that you call your higher self. And love yourself and be grateful for what you've accomplished, looking forward to the next full moon. Okay? And thank you everyone who's sharing, subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It does help my channel to grow. I do these readings for free for everyone, and I do hope that they do help in some way for you or someone in your life. So thank you again to everybody who's been watching and subscribing and liking and sharing and even booking readings. I'm so grateful to everyone. Thank you. I wish you the best.